And then there's this item today as well. The Cleveland Clinic, a shining example used by the president when he pushed for Obamacare, is now blaming its decision to fire many of their employees and to cut $330 million from their budget on their own adjustments to deal with Obamacare. Mike Tobin is outside the clinic in Cleveland this morning. So, Mike, how are these cuts going to look?
Well, you heard that figure that you just read there, $330 million from the budget from 2014. And the Cleveland Clinic says the last thing they want to do is lay off employees, particularly long-term employees. They're going to look to a number of solutions. They're going to streamline their operation. They're going to look to attrition. They're going to tell some 3,000 employees that they should take early retirement. But ultimately, an undetermined number of people here at the clinic are going to learn that they are losing their jobs. And the CEO of the Cleveland Clinic says this will be a trend that will continue as Obamacare is implemented.
This is something that's going on all across the country, and every CEO of a hospital that I've talked to is talking about doing exactly the same thing.
Now, the backbone of the issue is that Obamacare doesn't do anything to reduce the cost of operating a hospital or reduce the cost of treating a patient. Still, with each individual who comes into the hospital, you get less revenue. Martha?
Well, President Obama, as we remember, used the Cleveland Clinic as an example of how quality health care would be the law of the land under Obamacare. So how are they reacting to this?
You know, Jay Carney yesterday said essentially that he didn't know any of the specifics of the impact on the employees here at the Cleveland Clinic, but he did say that there's no hard, fast evidence showing that the implementation of the Affordable Care Act is forcing hospitals to shed jobs.
What I can say is that there is no data that bears out the assertion that the economy is losing jobs because of the implementation of the Affordable Care Act.
Now, Dr. Cosgrove, the CEO here, disagrees with that. He says there are a number of factors that go into these severe budget cuts, but the implementation of the Affordable Care Act is certainly one of them.
Yeah.
Martha?
All right, Mike, thank you very much. You know, it's interesting to see the soundbite from the CEO at the Cleveland Clinic. Basically, he said, look, I'm no different than every other CEO across the country because we're all trying to figure out how we can cut costs in order to deal with a lot of big question marks.
Look at the panel we just put up with all the American companies that are doing this. The Cleveland Clinic is about as good as you can get for health care in the world. Yeah. I mean, they are doing such great work at that place. Some 43,000 employees, and now thousands will be fired as a result of this law. We're stepping into a whole new area here to see how we do health care. Yep.
Sure is.